Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Game 3 of the World Baseball Association Finals 2024 edition between the New York Yankees and the Puerto Rico Vaqueros. We're now playing in Hiram Bithorne Stadium. A little under 50,000 fans available. Partly cloudy today, 37 degrees, kind of cold. Wind blowing in from right at 10 miles an hour. Today's pitchers are Orel Hershiser from New York, Jose Berrios to get the call for Puerto Rico. The series is tied at 1. Puerto Rico was able to score 7 runs in the 11th inning to pick up an 11-4 win and snaps New York unbeaten streak at home. The series is tied at 1. 3 games are in Puerto Rico, and it'll be up to New York to at least pick up a game or two, or even 3, to at least bring the series back to New York. We're going to get this game started here. There's not any lineup changes per se. So good offensive explosion by Puerto Rico in extra innings as they feasted upon their bullpen. Barrios has had 2 starts, no record so far. 12 and 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 8 earned runs, 4 walks, and 14 Ks, 5.68 ERA. 4 hits for Wee Willie Keel in the first game. He went 2 for 4 in the second. He's batting 80 for 400. And we're going to get this game underway. And we'll see how Puerto Rico fares in their first finals game at home. As for everybody's going to be their first time, there's the 0-1. Ground ball to second. Alomar throws it to first. There's the first out. Well done. Edgar Martinez, 258, 3 homers and 12 RBIs. Went 0 for 3 with a walk yesterday. There's a 3-1, and he walks again. Lou Gehrig ripped a triple last game. Had a couple of hits and a couple of runs scored. Here's the 1-2 to Gehrig. Drives it the other way, loops it over the third baseman's head, a base hit. First and second, 1 out now. Here's A-Rod. A-Rod went 0 for 5 with a couple of Ks. He's looking to sort of get himself going here. Put runners in first and second. Struck him out. Nice sinker by Barrios for the out. Carl Yastrzemski went for 2 at a double, a couple of walks. Here's a 3-2. And he walked him. And they're forcing Barrios to throw a lot of pitches in the first inning. As the bases loaded, 2 down. The face Van Slyke. And 22 pitches thrown already for Barrios. The 2-2 to Van Slyke, swung on and missed. Strike 3 and a high fastball to any inning. They don't score. And Puerto Rico coming up the bat. Lindor, Alomar, Clemente. Lindor, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, and a 266 average. Hershey's going to have to use a sinker to keep the ball down and let his infield do the work here. Lindor with a lofts at the center. There's a base hit and a leadoff single for Lindor. Alomar batting just 250 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs and a walk. Well, here comes Clemente, 24-67, a homer, 12 RBIs, 350 batting average is the 0-2. Here's a drive. That's going to be extra bases. Off the top of the wall left, 1 run scores. Second and third now. And an RBI double for Roberto Clemente. And they quickly have taken a 1-0 lead. Here's Gonzalez, Delgado, who had 3 hits, a double, and a home run. Here's a 3-1 and a drive for extra bases. That'll play it in 2 more. And Delgado with a 2-run double. to make it 3-0. Gonzalez up next. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to third. Hold the runner at second. Nice play by Martinez, and there's the out. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Martinez. Throws to first, gets the second out. Two nice plays at third here by Edgar Martinez. Here comes Mike Lowell. Ground ball to short. A-Rod fires to first, ends the inning. The damage is done. They score 3. They score 3 runs here. They have taken a 3-0 lead. And on to the second we go. Puerto Rico got a 3-0 lead in the first in game 1 and wound up losing 5-4. This game is far from over. Torrey, Collins, and Hershiser coming up. A 3-1 to Torrey. Ground ball base hit to right. Collins to come up next here, the 3-1. A weak pop-up, and that'll go to Mike Lowell for the first out. Here comes Hershiser looking to bunt him over, and he gets a perfect bunt down, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Well done. Well played there. The 1-1 to Keeler, a drive to center, and that'll be caught by Beltran to end the inning, and New York is left empty-handed despite the leadoff single. On to the bottom of the second with Beltran, Berrios, and Lindor. There's Beltran, drives it to center the extra bases. Beltran winds up at second. He is in there with a double. A bunt, he fails to square it down. Trying to get him over here, and he gets the bunt down. Berrios will bunt over the runner at third, sacrifice himself the 3-4 in the putout. Round number 1, here's Lindor, then Alomar. Lindor singled his last time up. Here's the 1-2. Drives it to center, caught by Van Slyke, and a run will score as he makes it. And Francisco Lindor with a sacrifice RBI. As Beltran scores for a 4-0 lead. Two down now. Here comes Alomar. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. Collins will throw to Garrett. That'll end the inning. They score another run. They've now taken a 4-0 lead. And as we head on down to the top of the third, excuse me. Here you got Martinez, Kerrigan, Rodriguez. The 1-2 to Martinez. Ground ball to third. Nice play by Low. Throw to first, and they got him. So Lindor's credited with his first sacrifice fly. which was not mentioned before. There's one down for Gehrig, singled. His last time up, there's a 3-1. He walks him. 51 pitches thrown, and it's not even 3 innings, 2 1/3. Here's A-Rod, the 3-2. Drives it to right center. Hustling over is Clemente. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Yastrzemski walked his first time up. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to second. Alomar throws to first. He got him, ends the inning, and Puerto Rico up on offense with Clemente, Delgado, and Gonzalez. The 1-2 to Clemente. Line driving a base hit up the middle, his second hit of the game. And Clemente is 2 for 4 in the first game, 3 for 5 in second. And he has 2 hits again. He has 7 hits in the first, not even 3 games so far. Delgado, the 2-0. And a wild pitch to move the run over to second, excuse me. The 3-0 to Carlos Delgado, and he walks him. Juan Gonzalez with runners in first and second. Nobody out. There's a 3-2. Drives it to right center. There's a base hit. The bases are loaded. The bases are now loaded for Ivan Rodriguez. Home run, 1 RBI, 333 average. The 3-2. And he struck him out. Big pitch there, inside corner for strike 3. For number 1, that's a big out. Mike Lowell, 2 homers, 13 RBIs, 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball, deep at the track, at the wall. It's a grand slam. Mike Lowell. With a grand slam. This is the second grand slam of the postseason. 8-0 Puerto Rico. Lowell with his 3rd home run of the playoffs. And that should be it for Hershiser. And it is. For Orel Hershiser, 2 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned, 1 home run. And in comes Steve Carsey. Pitched the 3rd inning in extra innings here. Take a look at his stat line. With 2 walks and 1 strikeout, he got destroyed. And in comes Carsey. The 3-2. Drive to center. And a base hit for Beltran. He gets another base, he gets a hit. And on he goes. Berrios to bunt the runner over. And he'll do it again. He'll move the runner over to second. At number 2. Good job there for Beltran. Here's the pitch. Lindor with a ground ball to second, and Collins will throw to first. A grand slam home run by Lowell has completely opened this game wide open. It is 8-0 for Puerto Rico after 3. Van Slyke, Torrey, and Collins. We pop up to Lowell at number 1. Joe Torre. Drive to center at number 2. And center field. Collins, 0 for 1. We pop up at the 3rd base last time, I believe. It was a 3-1. And a drive right at Clemente for out number 3. A couple of hard-hit balls, but nothing across there. And Puerto Rico in full cruise control with an 8-0 lead. Alomar, Clemente, and Delgado. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch by Carsey. Clemente, the 3-0. Walks him. Delgado. 3-2. Weak pop up to the third baseman Martinez. There's out number 2. And Gonzalez, 1 for 2 today with a single. Ground ball to third, hard hit to Martinez. Will throw to second to any inning. The first time in this game they've been able to get a 1-2-3 no-run inning. Puerto Rico. And you got Carsey, then Keeler, then Martinez. The 2-2 by Berrios struck him out. Down goes Carsey. The 0-1 to Keeler. Ground ball to first. Delgado will run over to the bag for the second out. The 2-1 to Martinez. Line drive on a base hit to left. The 3-2 and a drive to center by Gehrig. That'll end the inning, and another inning where New York does not score. To the bottom of the 5th, Rodriguez, Lowell, and Beltran. The 2-2, drive to center, Van Slyke under it, makes the catch, first out. Here's Mike Lowell with a grand slam, 17 RBIs this postseason. A lot of his hits, though, has resulted in 2 RBIs and 3 RBIs. He got 4 now in this game. There's the 3-1 to Lowell. And they walk him with a pitch low. Beltran is 2 for 2, has moved his average up to over 200 for the first time. There's a 3-1, and they walk him. And Berrios will be asked to bunt once more. Doesn't get it done. Struck him out on number 2. Here's Lindor, the 0-1. Drive to center. There's a base hit. No, it'll loft right into Van Slyke's glove. Round number 3. And through 5, Berrios, 89 pitches through 5 innings. Rodriguez, Yastrzemski, and Van Slyke. Drive to center high. It is deep. It is gone. A solo home run for Alex Rodriguez. It is now 8-1. And they're up on the board here. Here comes Yastrzemski. 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the 1-0. Drives it to left near the foul line, and a nice catch by Gonzalez for out number 1. Van Slyke 0 for 2. The 3-2. And walks him. Torrey. Drive to right center, and that's going to be extra bases. Van Slyke will come in and score. Torrey will wind up at third with a triple. And Torrey winds up with an RBI triple to make it 8-2. 1 down now. Here's Collins. The 3-2. And they're going to walk him. Babe Herman to come on in. Here's the 1-2. Drives in a base hit. That'll be extra bases. 1 run scores. And a double. To make it 8-3. So runners second and third now with 1 out. The pitch to Keeler. Ground ball to second. A run will score to make it 8-4. They do collect the second out, though. Oh, they've given up 4 runs this inning. As Collins scores to make it 8-4. 2 down. And here comes Edgar Martinez with a run of third and two down. The 2-2 struck him out. Nice pitch. Nice slider to end the inning, but they score four. 4 runs have come in to score in Puerto Rico, up still 8-4. The bullpen's going to get ready here. Have J.C. Romero in the bullpen and Luis De Leon. Alomar, Clemente Delgado. Alomar batting on the right side now. Ground ball, and that's going to be an infield hit for Alomar. No way with the way the ball was spun and hit that he was going to be able to get it. Clemente is 2 for 2 with a walk. A single and a double is driven in a run. The 2-2 struck him out. Nice pitch by DePino for out number 1. Delgado 1 for 2 is driven in 2 runs on a double. There's a 2-2. High pop fly off the lip of the infield here, and Collins makes the catch for the second out. 1 for 3 is Gonzalez. There's the 2-0. Drives it to right at the track, and he catches it for the final out of this inning. Oh, see if Berrios can get some outs. Here's the 3-1, and he does, and he walks him. Here's A-Rod, who ripped his 6th home run of the playoffs. A 2-2. Ground ball to short, 6-4, 4-3 double play. Tremendous. 2 down for Yastrzemski. There's a 2-2. Drive to center, caught by Beltran to end the inning. And Berrios survives the 7th. And here you got Ivan Rodriguez, Lowell, and Beltran coming up. There's a 2-2 to Rodriguez. Jim Johnson coming in relief. Struck him out. Mike Lowell, the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice pitch. Nice pitch by Jimmy Johnson here. 2 for 2's Beltran today with a walk. There's the 0-1. Drives it the other way on another base hit. That'll bring in a pinch hitter for Puerto Rico. In comes Jose Vidro. There's a pitch. Ground ball to first, and Garrick will pick up the ball for the final out of the inning. That'll end it. And Berrios pitching 7 innings. In comes J.C. Romero. To face Van Slyke. The 1-2. Ground ball to second. Alomar will throw to Delgado for the first out of the inning. Joe Torre, 2 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. Line drive and a base hit up the middle. He continues to hit the ball with authority. Eddie Collins, the 1-2. Struck him out looking. Nice pitch. Hank Greenberg, the 0-2. Drives it to center. I'll be extra bases. A throw to second is not in time. Second and third. As Hank Greenberg just rips it for a double. Got a left-handed hitter in Keeler, who's gone 0 for 4 today with an RBI. Here's the pitch to Keeler. Ground ball to short. They'll throw to first. That'll end the inning. And they don't score. New York runs the second and third and two out. They don't score. Bottom of the eighth now. You got Elroy to face Lindor, Alomar, and Clemente. Lindor 1 for 3 today. Here's the 1-1. Drive to center, but this will be playable for Van Slyke for out number 1. The 3-2 to Alomar, and he walks him. Clemente 2 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. The 0-1 drives it to left at the track. It is caught for out number 2. Here's Delgado, the 3-2. Drives it to center, but caught by Van Slyke to end the inning. And Elroy Face does his job. We get on down to the top of the ninth inning. Romero did his job. In comes Luis De Leon. The 2-2 to Edgar Martinez. Ground ball to short. Lindor to Delgado for the first out of the inning. Lou Gehrig 1 for 2 today with a walk. There's a 2-2. Weak pop-up to the third baseman Lowell. There's out number 2. 2 down. Ivan and Alex Rodriguez looking to keep this game going. He hit his 6th home run of the postseason. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Nice fastball low and away to end the ball game. Puerto Rico now takes a 2-1 series lead with an 8-4 win. And they're halfway there. Taking a 2-1 series lead now to sort of get closer to winning their first ever championship. For New York, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Puerto Rico, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. And the bulk of the damage done in the first 4 innings, especially with the Mike Lowell grand slam, that pretty much sealed the fate of New York. The winning pitcher is Jose Berrios. The losing pitcher is Orel Hershiser, who falls to 1-2 this postseason. Romero and Luis De Leon did the rest, pitching reasonably well in their final innings. So for Berrios, 7 runs, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. To me, how New York was able to capitalize on Berrios' lack of control. 1 inning, 2 hits, and a strikeout for Romero. De Leon, 1 inning and 1 strikeout. New York, however, did so Hershiser get really hit hard. Their bullpen, however, did pretty well. Pitched 5 2/3 innings and didn't give up anything, no runs, and just 3 hits, 4 walks. So they did a commendable job. And I think this is the busiest that the bullpen has seen. And they're going to need them the rest of the way here. Like they've been able to rely on Palmer and Koufax to go deep in their games. Spawn on occasion, Tudor for sure. They're going to need their bullpen here because, as you can see, Puerto Rico could also hit the ball fairly well. So the final score: New York 4, Puerto Rico 8, and Puerto Rico takes a 2-1 series lead. Thank you for listening to today's and viewing today's game. Please follow us on our YouTube page at World Baseball Association. Please subscribe, please like, leave a comment if you enjoy or you want to see improvements to our video cast. I'd like everybody to thank everybody for listening. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you next time. Game 3, game number 4 will be on Wednesday at 5 p.m. And see you next time. And as always, keep smiling. Bye, everybody, and take care.